Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7. Now today, got some more RTA for you guys, and as you can see, we got some more Backseat battling. If you want to join in on these types of matches, go ahead and join our Discord server. Link is in the description down below. Hit that link, join the server, give yourself the Epic 7 role, and then you'll get pinged whenever we try to do more of these in the future. This is kind of our first test run of this. I know this is the third video of the series that you're kind of seeing, but yeah, we're just doing a very long recording session here. Gotta get some content, am I right, guys? But you guys do seem to like this, so we're gonna continue going with it. We see the pre-bans down below. We see Meru getting banned out with Roz. We're also seeing a Ravi and C. Lilius getting banned out. Pretty solid overall. Solitaria gonna get picked out by Trinity on the left side, going up against Gavin Reed, who now gets 2 picks because they're going second. So let's see what ends up happening as a result. Solitaria is kind of an interesting unit to fight against. Normally, people would counter Solitaria with something like Ed, right? But you also might need some form of cleansers against her. Immunity is also fairly decent, although she does have the ability to strip. Solitaria is just a very annoying character to fight against overall. Right, we're gonna see Gavin retaliate with a shoe pick. Okay, that is pretty solid, I would say. Not too bad overall. Oh, and Spectre Tenebria as well. Okay, oh, Elena coming out. Very solid pick against Shu. Could actually work here, right? Shu getting counter attacks, right? That's built into her kit. Normally built on a counter set as well. We see Pirate Captain Flong coming out from Trinity. Oh, we're gonna see a control type team. Very heavy on the debuffs. So Gavin Reed probably needs some form of a cleanser on their team to help mitigate what is going on right now on the left side in terms of the draft. Something like Edward would be fantastic here, but again, not all players have them built. Champion Zerato does seem pretty decent as well, though ML Elena with the non-counterable might make things a bit difficult. We see Amelia getting picked out, pretty solid, a good decent cleanser if built with ER. Nowadays Amelia's tend to be built more bulky, 20k HP, a bit slower, right, 200 something speed, not as fast as like 250, 260, 270 that we've seen before. But yeah, very solid pick overall. We're gonna see Bellion coming out on the right side, nice little tanky pick, right, to have to round things off, and if Bellion counters, it could actually deal quite a bit of damage, could hit that Solitaria out of stealth, could stop the potential carrying of souls from both of these mages here. See Solitaria and Fairy Tail Tenebria coming out. Okay, and Bunny Dom is going to be rounding this team on the left off, so that's going to be pretty good. Gavin Reed on the right side. Looks like they're kind of on the back end here just by looking at the drafts, but hey, we're going to see if some counterattacks could make a difference. Now the problem is ML Elena exists on the left side. If that gets through draft, she can wreak havoc on Gavin Reed's strategy. We're going to see what happens. Oh, nice. A DJB getting picked out as well. Very solid way to round off the team. But, oh, DJB going to get banned out. ML Elena as well, of course, because the Bellion and Shu rely on those counters for that more consistent damage over the course of the match. So now we're going to hop in and see what happens. Alright, so it looks like Fairy Tail Tenebria are going to be taking that first turn. Moon Bunny is actually not too far behind. Okay, so that F10A is going to be going, popping that S3. Let's see how many provokes we get. Oh, we get 3 provokes. Actually, that counterattack is going to proc that Tenebria right off the bat. That's going to be quite a bit of debuffs on the opponent's team. Oh boy, Bunny Dom is going to be going, popping that S3. Going to see that attack buff and the push-up on the whole team here. Let's see what Solitaria can do. Is this gonna be, oh, that's a damage Solitaria, I think. Wait a minute, now look at all those crits. Look at that damage coming in from the Solitaria. Oh my god, it's gonna be cleaving. Pirate Captain Flong gonna be popping that S3. Oh my god, what is happening here? Oh, we see so much damage getting pumped into that Spectre Tenebria. And we see the Shu, getting so riddled with the debuffs. Now Amelia gets to go. Amelia's going to go ahead and Soul Burn. Going to cleanse the bomb off the Shu. Actually quite nice. No follow-up attack onto that F10A here. But that is still going to be pretty decent. Oh, we see though, Pirate Captain Flan does not get the bomb onto the Bellion. That's very fortunate. So Bellion gets to live here, but Tenebria, she's going to hit the Shu. Not going to hit that Bellion there. Okay, and the resist on the sleep as well. So now Amelia gets to pop that S3. And let's see what happens now. The Bellion, no longer provoked, can actually re-provoke the opponent in return here, getting herself a crit buff. So we're going to see what happens. Okay, popping that S3, going to give herself a defense buff. Hopefully helps her in terms of survivability. Going to push everyone back here, and that is going to be pretty massive. Yeah, the provokes on the F10A and onto that Pirate Captain Flan, very solid. The Solitaria now going for the S3, gonna go ahead and hit, and actually finish off the Shu. I completely forgot again that she is built with damage. That is incredible. Okay, Bellion though getting slept here with some poison. Amelia should be able to go ahead and actually heal her up, cleanse her here with an attack buff. Bellion giving herself the self-heal buff. Pretty good. Soul burning. Okay, and a little follow-up from the Amelia healing the Bellion yet again. Very nice. Gonna deal quite a bit of damage and racking up the debuffs themselves. But we see the Bellion countering from that attack here, finishing off the F10A. This is actually much closer than I anticipated it was going to be. The Bellion now cannot self-buff here. Gets the bomb put on her, gets stunned! Oh no, this could be disastrous now, because the Bunny Dom is now going to pop that S3 attack buff and pushing up the team. Amelia now goes, but Amelia can only S1, already cycled with her S2, S3, S2 combo, and now we're going to see the Solitaria gonna be hitting that Amelia. Look at that damage coming in. That is disgusting. And Trinity takes the win here from Gavin Reed in this match. Well played. A lot of back and forth and a lot of AoEs and debuffs. Alright, now for our next match, we have King Neptune going up against Sensei. And yeah, we're now in a marketplace. So a little change of pace, a little change of scenery here. We're going to see Nep going up against Sei, and the bans are going to come in quite quick. Both players know exactly what they want. Corvus and Lots getting banned out by Sei, and along with C, Lilius, and Rimuru getting banned out by Neptune. We're going to see Roy get picked out. First pick. Ooh, are we going to see some ice units come out on Neptune's side to counter this? We're going to see instead the Solitaria coming out, which is a very strong control unit. I mean, we just saw what happened with Solitaria, although Trinity built Solitaria DPS style. So that was a really nice, clever take on Solitaria's kit, right? Being already so oppressive, not necessarily needing to stack that much effectiveness in order to be, well, effective. Okay, Specimen Says getting picked out on the left side. Hey, that's a good combination with Solitaria, right? A lot of stuns. We can see the extinction coming out from Spez's S3. Kayron getting picked out along with Spirit Eye Celine on the right side. This could be very interesting. Rowana getting picked out on the left. Well, yeah, if Kayron does counter, then Rowana will actually sustain the whole team. So, Kayron countering might not actually be the best thing that happens on Sei's side. We're going to see Destina get picked out as well, and that is going to be a pretty solid way of sustaining the team in a different fashion. Keeping that Spez alive, having that revive as an option is always pretty good, especially up against Spirit Eye Celine, who is also a reviver for Sei's side. We're going to see the Remnant Violet get picked out. Remnant Violet's very good into low damage teams, right? But into Solitaria, it's a little questionable because Solitaria does prevent Violet from getting focus stacks, so he'll never really be able to get those follow-up attacks, which really help ramp up the damage output later in the game. But we see the Watcher Shuri get picked out. That's not really a typical pick that you see in this type of draft. We see 5 DPS is coming out on Say's side, and we see an Irvelin rounding out the draft on Neptune's side. Alright, I'm quite curious to see what that Watcher Shuri was for, that speed imprint and that one-shot potential, all that damage, right? What is going to happen from this? Now we see the bans coming in, both are selected. Solitaria getting banned out, Kayron as well. Okay, Kayron getting banned is quite interesting though, because now the Rowanna's not going to get that much value anymore. Of course, the Celine can still counterattack, but one counter versus an AoE counter is a massive difference when it comes to Rowanna's healing. But we're going to see that speed imprint might have actually mattered, that Rylet is going to take the turn before the Irvelin here. Hey, is that Rylet going to snipe down that Irvelin? Yes, indeed. Down goes Irvelin. That is quite unfortunate. Now Destina might be forced to use an early pick here. But the Watcher Shuri with that Sachet going to be pushing up. Uh-oh, are we gonna see a ton of damage come out and take out this Destina? Oh, we are! That is so unfortunate! Oh my god, we're gonna see the Spez counterattack, but no stun coming out as a result of that. We're gonna see the Roy hit that Spez. Oh, and it finishes him off with so much damage. Unfortunate for King Neptune here. Says Watcher Shuri, now we know what it was for, holding that Sachet there and keeping that tempo up. Alright, it looks like the marketplace was not the best place to be for some matches. So we're going to see Minus versus Adelaide going up against the in the ruins here. Quite a very dark and gloomy environment to be having a battle in, but I guess that's where battles end up being, right? So I guess it's pretty fitting. We see DJB coming out as a ban along with Lua, Arwell, and Solitaria. Okay. Quite interesting picks coming out here. And we're now going to see A-Roz getting picked out, Aiden getting picked as well, both protagonists facing off against each other. Who is actually the main character of the story? We're going to decide that in this match. Minus versus Adelaide here. And see, Lily's going to get picked out by Minus. Alright. Gonna be pretty solid for Aiden, getting that extra defense, which helps her survivability with all her evasion, and the attack buff, which helps her damage output too. These two characters go hand in hand together, especially with Arwell getting banned out, right? This is a very solid second option to go for. Zahak gonna come out for Adelaide on the right side here. And Zahak is a very solid option into Aiden, as I've mentioned before in the past. Being able to hit Aiden through evasion is very solid, plus being able to attack buff and inflict injury, and also deal massive amounts of damage with Soulburn S1 makes Zahak such a versatile character. Teiyu getting picked out on the right side as well. Trozette getting picked out by Minus. Alright, I mean, that is definitely going to be very strong in protecting someone like Aiden from a ton of damage that's incoming. And now let's see what follows up this Troublemaker Crozet. We could potentially see some Reviver type units as well. I know that Teiyu is there, can potentially punish against these non-attack skills, but I think a Reviver is in order here. So Destina is coming out from Minus's side, and we're going to see another Hyper Carry DPS as a last pick, I believe. Oh, but Shooting Star Katie's coming out from Adelaide on the right side. That is very spicy. We're going to see her be the Reviver, but she also gives 3 turns of immortality to a single unit. This could spell disaster for Minus if this Zahak or this Teiyu can get that immortality up. Oh, Polita's getting picked out as well, gonna try to punish those non-attack skills, right? Troublemaker Crozet, Destina, the Sea Lilius. Yeah, Polita's is gonna be a fairly decent option. Also prevents Aiden from cutting all too much in turn cycling. Whenever she evades, she would get combat readiness, right? So Polita's is very solid against that. Alright, we're going to see the Zahak getting banned out, along with the Sea Lilias. Kind of fair. Zahak would have been pretty strong into that team, and the Sea Lilias, being the opener there, would have been able to control some units like Teiyu. But we see Teiyu taking the first turn here, actually. So going for the Troublemaker Crozet. Again, pretty decent damage. I feel like Teiyu's all built pretty nicely these days. Oh, defense break, though, onto that Troublemaker Crozet. The Politis going with the dual attack on the A-Raws, and we're going to see that Politis is the one that's going to be taking the evasion as well as the immortality here, which means Teiyu, unfortunately, is going to be going down. So Shooting Star Arcades choosing to protect that Politis instead is gonna be interesting. This Politis is definitely built with damage, as you can see, but she does have quite a bit of HP as well, 11k HP. So we're going to see that damage coming in onto the Troublemaker Crozet. Aiden actually countering, dealing quite a bit of damage onto that Politis. I think hitting her, actually. Now we're going to see the S3 come in onto the Shooting Star Arcade. He's going to be one-shotting her. Uh-oh. That is not going to be too great here. Now we're going to see Troublemaker Crozet push up the team. Push up the Aiden, probably. Oh no, push up the Rylet, I see. And now Politis is going to be going for that follow-up attack. Okay, not really getting rid of too many debuffs here, because again, the left side is all based on evasion. But we're going to see what happens as a result. Is this a counter Politis? Because it would be quite interesting, right? Shooting Star Arcades putting immortality on somebody. If they were a counter, that would be very, very strong if they were the last ones alive. Okay, but we see the A-Raws getting hit by the Rylet there, and we see Politis going in, trying to finish off this Troublemaker Crozet, not dealing as much damage as before. The A-Raws was very, very important in Politis' damage there with the defense break. So unfortunately, she lost her evasion earlier when Aiden countered, and now Troublemaker Crozet is able to stun the Politis. And that is just unfortunate. A-Raws can't really dual attack with her, even if he had his S2 up. And now we're going to see the S3 coming out from the Destina. So Adelaide seems like he's kind of running out of steam. Really interesting picks and very nice concept there. But I feel like needed a bit more consideration for the evasion that Minus has on his side of the field. Something like a Briar Witch Iceria would have been quite nice. Zahak was a pretty good start, but because there's so many evasion units, it was kind of necessary to have two counters. Oh, and we're gonna see that Aiden counter there yet again from that Politis' attack. And we're gonna see Politis get taken down, which is so unfortunate. Aiden gonna be finishing off the A-Raws now, and Minus taking the win over Adelaide. Very nicely played. Alright, so now we have Nova Cookie on the left, going up against Asperia on the right. We have another change of pace. This is one of my favorite backgrounds, and I actually use it on some of my characters quite often. But yeah, we're gonna go and enter the pre-ban phase now. So Nova from the guild, the FTB, which actually several people in the room right now are from that guild. Asperia coming from my own guild as well, Club Anubis. Okay, so the bans are coming in. We see Ron getting picked out along with C. Lilius, and Aola and Rimuru as well getting the boot from the match. Okay, so we're going to see Arwal coming out on the right side. Oh, a very aggressive draft from Nova Cookie on the left. We see Zahak and Assassin Sid, who recently got an EE, so he's going to be pretty strong here. Let's see what Asperia counters these two picks with. They're very fast, so Zio, definitely a very acceptable unit to use against these two, along with Lua. Yes, both units, Acid and the Zahak, are single target units, so seeing that and responding appropriately with a Lua is very smart. Nova Cookie seems to have some connection issues going on, but they seem to be back now with some green bars. Let's see what they follow up with another about 35 seconds left in this draft. I would say that because there's kind of a lack of damage on the right side as of right now, having some support units that can help tank up would be a pretty decent option. Oh, but we see Kayron coming out. Kayron against Lua is a little questionable sometimes, but we'll see if this can actually work, right? Kayron has the potential to counter and turn matches around pretty quick. Sage Ball, though, coming out as well. Ooh, Sage Ball is very, very strong into Zio, so we'll see how that plays out. Destina getting picked out on the right side. Not too bad of an option. Destina can actually help sustain the team, revive, and Zio with his Deify can actually tank quite a few hits. So he's not as squishy as people might think. Now, one last pick left for Asperia to round this draft off. And Nova Cookie on the left side, I mean, looking fairly aggressive, kind of pivoting from the aggression the first two drafts to a more kind of passive and reactionary draft in the form of Kayron and Sage Ball. But not too bad overall. I'd say if Destina was banned out here, it would be pretty solid for that Sage Ball on the left, right? Because Zio, but then Zio though poses a threat to the Acid and to the Zahak. Asperia gonna go for the Sylvan Sage Vivian as a last pick option. Okay, put deep thought into it, but that's not bad. Rylet also getting picked out on the left side to round off that draft there. And I really don't know who to give this to. I think Destina is going to get banned out. Oh no, Lua's going to get banned out along with the Sage Ball. Okay, that is very fair and very reasonable for both sides. Okay, so now we're going to see the Zio take that first turn here, outspeeding everything, getting pushed up by that 20% combat readiness at the start of the match, right? So Zio going to go ahead and S3, and we're going to see that Zahak get pushed back and silenced. Ooh, that is going to hurt quite a bit. There's no cleanser or anything on Nova Cookie's side, so that's unfortunate. The Destina is going to be taking the next turn. And Destina is just going to S1 here. Oh, actually, the dual attack from the Zio. That is very nice. But the problem here is Assassin Sid can't really kill anybody. One, because Sylvan Sage Vivian has her focus bars, and she reduces the damage by quite a bit. Zio with the Deify also not going to be going down that easily. Arwell gets to go now. Both Rylet and the Acid both have evasion, so that's going to be kind of tough to deal with. Alright, oh, but the dual attack coming in yet again. Arwell going in with the Zio here. Oh no, that's so unfortunate. Alright, but we're going to see that Rylet go in. Had enough of this Zio here and going to be S3ing him. Looks like Zio going to go ahead and, oh, hit that Sid. Oh, that's a ton of damage. Critting the Rylet too. So unfortunate for Nova Cookie. That is just bad luck. And now we see the Kayron facing off against everyone here. Will he be able to do this? He gets a free S3 right here. Into the Deify though at full HP, I don't think this is going to be doing all that much damage, yeah, especially with Arwell tanking so much of that. But now the Arwell is going to be going, and can this actually land a stun? It might be a resist Kayron. Okay, yeah, it's a resist Kayron. He gets the counterattack here, quite a bit of damage, but everyone has this very thick barrier up, and it's not looking too good. If Destina goes and heals the full team, brings them all up to max, it would actually be quite nice. But nope, gonna go ahead and heal the Zio. The problem with this is that by pushing up the Zio and turn cycling here, it could actually be helping this Kayron get more potential chances to counterattack, right? So let's see what happens as a result. The Vivian is pretty good in this matchup though. She is able to mitigate a ton of damage. I don't think Kayron can kill unless he's countering like every hit. So we see, speaking of countering, he's gonna counter right there, get a ton of damage out. Oh, get that Dust Devil proc! That's actually gonna be really scary now, because now the Arwell gets to go. Nope, they're gonna get that counterattack yet again! Oh my god, are we actually gonna see it? No Dust Devil there. Is Zio gonna be able to do this? Trigger another counterattack from the Kayron! And we're gonna see Zio and Arwell taking the False Sage Vivian. No longer has any focus left on her, but the Destina can go for a full team revive. She's gonna be healing in desperation here. Will the Kayron with the attack buff, no HP, will he be able to finish off this Sage Vivian? Or he can go for an easy kill onto the the Zeo or onto the Arwell here. But no, he's going to go for that Sage Vivian. With no focus, she can't mitigate any of this damage. So this is going to be able to take her out. And the rest of the team, they're going to be lapping. They're going to be going and attacking here. They're all low health. So is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Is this Kayron actually going to counter yet again? This is the comeback story here. Yes, he is. He's going to be able to counterattack, taking out the Arwell and the Zeo. Wow, so many dual attacks coming out from Asperia's side here, right? Early on in the match, and even critting the Rylet and everything, but now the Kayron is showing him the true king of RNG. But we're going to see here, he has one last chance. He's going to be able to soul burn that S1. Is it going to be able to finish off the Destina? No, it's not. Oh, the comeback was so real. But in the end, unfortunately, Destina was just a little too tanky for the team. So Asperia takes this one for the win. Very, very nice. Alright, so now we have Sei going up against Trinity in this burning village wasteland, and we're gonna see what happens in this environment. It seems like changing up the backgrounds keep these matches quite intense, so let's see what happens as a result. Ooh, okay, Greenlot's getting banned out along with Meru, Fire Corvus, and Roz. Okay, Trinity going for a really fast, very confident pick here into that Solitaria, that DPS, the Solitaria coming out, and we see the Kayron in response coming out from Sei, along with a Rylet. Rylet to Solitaria is not the best option, but hey, Sei might be banning that Solitaria regardless of what Trinity picks later on. We see a Milim getting picked out as well, really decent into Rylet. She has that 20% extra hit chance, right, mitigating Rylet's extra artifact evasion, so it comes down to a 50-50 instead of 70-30 in the end, which is always not too bad. Trinity gets one more pick here. Let's see what they go for. The third pick is actually going to matter quite a bit. If it's a support unit, it could help quite a bit mitigating some of the damage from this Kayron, from the Rylet. But we're going to see a Spectre Tenebria, which is actually very respectable. You can't counter from the... Kayron can't counter from her S1s, and she's going to be sitting pretty safely, right, against the single target damage of Rylet. So let's see, Spirit Eye Celine getting snatched up on the left side, and she is going to be pretty decent for keeping the team alive. Immortality is nothing to laugh at, especially, hey, if Rylet accidentally gets hit a little too much here and there, right, then, yeah, she's a pretty good failsafe. Alright, so what are we going to see as the fourth pick now on this left side? Okay, a Tempest Cern coming out. Sei seems to be playing this very anti-Cleavy type of team, and I guess it's not too bad. Tempest Cern, though, if she stealths, Milim can actually dispel it with her Milim's Eye, which is pretty nice. And we see the Pirate Captain Flan getting picked out on Trinity's side, along with an Aravi to round things off. Oh, we see a Charles coming out from Sei's team. So, sorry Trinity, I know your DPS Solitaria is really cool and all, but I gotta go with my man Charles here, as I always do. The consistency has to be there, and so we see Kayron getting banned out along with the Spectre Tenebria, probably because Spectre Tenebria prevents counterattacks, and we want to see that Charles counter. So all for my man Charles here. We see that Rylet going up against the Solitaria. Who needs those extra stacks, right? Charles is definitely going to be countering here, as you will see. Okay, so Spirit Eye Celine going to go ahead and pop that S3 Immortality for the whole team. You get Immortality, and you get Immortality, and you get Immortality. Rylet, though, is going to be taking that next turn. Sniping down the Solitaria, perhaps? Oh, that's a lot of damage. Wow, do you see that? Finishing off the Solitaria there, but Pirate Captain Flan is pretty good into Rylet. Oh, but you see, that would have one-shot that Tempest Cern right there. That Pirate Captain Flan doing quite a bit. Milim is going to pop that S3 into that Rylet. Not going to be doing all too much. Charles is going to be countering, though. Not going to finish things off there. But that Tempest Cern, though, is re-stealth. Oh, but the Ravi gonna go ahead and finish off the Rylet. No way. Just casually hitting that crit as if it was nothing. Okay, Pirate Captain Flan gonna be hit by that Spirit Eye Celine for quite a bit of damage. Tempest Cern wasn't finished off earlier. I think if the Milim finished off that Tempest Cern, it would have been quite nice to have here, but hindsight is a little 20/20 in this case. Oh, that silence though on that Aravi. Oh, the Soul Burn on Charles for the increased duration on his S3. Let's go. 3-turn attack defense buff on Charles here. He's gonna crit that Aravi, gonna finish her off. And now it's the Milim going up against the rest of the team here. Unfortunately, that Tempest Cern is going to re-stealth. And oh, wait, but this Milim, good with the counter attack. Oh my god, but the Gab coming out from the Tempest Cern. Oh, this might be it. Yeah, and it's gonna crit that Milim there. Oh, that is so unfortunate, but well played to Trinity and to Sei. The Sei ends up coming out right on top. That Rylet sniping that Solitaria down early definitely sealed the deal. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more Epic 7 content, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what I can do to improve. And until next time, take care.